Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's look at some stocks on the move today. We are joined by Bloomberg's Kriti Gupta on a choppy pre-market session for stocks as a whole. Kriti, that is certainly what we are seeing at the micro level for Delta. They just reported earnings. What's the stock doing? Good morning.
Good morning, Nathan. We are getting the very first inclination of companies starting to suspend their guidance. This is a really big deal. I'm having a little bit of COVID deja vu here because when you look at some of these numbers, the earnings revisions are key to that chart. You've seen massive numbers, massive hits to the tech valuations. A lot of that is only if you do indeed get those earnings revisions from these companies, or like in COVID, you do get a suspension of the kind of guidance there as well. So Delta, DAL is your ticker this morning, actually coming out of the gates higher by about 3%. The market is buying this, which is non-traditional, given that they're withdrawing their full year guidance, calling it given current uncertainty. They're saying that growth has largely stalled. But when you look at their first quarter numbers, they are actually coming in line with expectations. So the market's buying even just that is quite something to witness, because again, a very non-traditional reaction for really any company that would be suspending its guidance. Let's talk about some of the other weights in this market. I think the story of the morning, your pharma stocks are taking the biggest beating this morning. I'm just going to run through the laundry list of names this morning, Nathan, if I can. AbbVie is top of that list. ABBV is your ticker, down just shy of 4% this morning, $169 a share. Abbott right on its heels. ABT down about the same margin, trading at $119 a share there. Then you've got Gilead Sciences as well. GILD down about 3%. I'm seeing that their bonds are selling off in a very big way this morning. Really keep an eye on a stock simply because, or some of the kind of bonds that are trading. Credit seems to be leading this equity market. So anything that has a massive corporate bond hit is going to be magnified in the equity market. You're seeing that with Gilead Sciences. Like I said, GILD down about 3%. Bristol Myers Squibb as well. BMY down about 3%, trading at $51 a share. And some of our favorites there, Pfizer, PFE down a whopping 3%, trading at $21 a share. Nathan, I could go on and on. The message this morning is if you are a pharmaceutical hit, you are taking a massive hit when it comes to your stock. And a lot of that is led actually by some of the pain you've seen right here in Europe as well. The likes of Novo Nordisk, for example, have really been selling off this morning in Europe alongside Roche and Sanofi as well. Novo Nordisk, I should mention, the ADRs also are available in the United States. NVO for that ticker trading at about $60 and change, down about 1.2%. I'll just mention that about 60% of Novo Nordisk's revenue comes from the United States. So this is a really great spot to look at when you're talking about some of the movement there in the pharmaceutical space. We're also getting some numbers coming out of Walmart, several comments coming from the CEO in the last 24 hours saying that they're being focused on keeping prices as low as they possibly can, and really looking at some cost-cutting measures. They are reaffirming their first quarter sales guidance, and their full year 2026 guidance remains unchanged. So that's going to be, again, another major one to watch. Nathan, for me, Walmart, WMT is the tell. Those shares higher by 2% this morning.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.